Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May we, through devotion to Bhagavan Ramana, his person, his presence, his name, his form, and his teachings, through grace, which is just our true nature, shining within as I am, the heart, our essence, may we realize who we really are. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you. Would anyone like to read a teaching to us from the recommended reading texts? Demetrius, thank you. Welcome.
Thank you. Weak though my effort was, by thy grace, I gained the self. O Arunachala,
Thank you, Demetrius. And I think Gail has confirmed it's verse 45. Is that correct? I think. From the marital garland of sayings. Is that what it's called? Akshara Mala. The marital garland of letters you'll see in the collected works. Verse 45. There are two renditions, 45a, 45b, two alternative translations from this poetic Tamil, which can be interpreted differently. Weak though my effort was, by thy grace I gained the self. O Arunachala. Oh, there are three versions, but I very much like this version. It's a wonderful teaching. Our effort must be very weak, and our connection to grace very strong. Surrender to grace. Then self is gained. Very simple. Weaken your effort. What is grace? Grace is yourself. What is effort? Effort is that which goes out towards objects. And weaken your effort. Let go of objects. Come back to yourself. Experience grace, which is yourself. Power of the self. The self. You are the self. It is what you are. You don't need to do anything to gain it. You just need to let go of the illusion, what you are not. And then the self is gained. Meaning the illusion is lost. It's gone, banished. Banished. The great effort you must make is to surrender to grace. This doesn't mean, oh, just let what happens happen. It means allow your attention to be pulled within. Hopefully, you see the difference. Then we lose our identity as body mind. We lose the illusion of there being a world. None of these are real. Only that which you are is real. This is the only true emancipation there is. The only true emancipation there is. It's the only emancipation there can be. It's coming to that, the unborn, the deathless, that which you are. Letting the born and that which is subject to birth and death fall away. Then we realize, non-verbally, non-conceptually, without the body, without the mind, there's a realization, in quotes, realization. It's not a realization, cannot be put into words, but there's a realization that none of the objects ever appeared. It was only you, only Bhagavan, only grace. Om Shanti, 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 Om Tat Sat. If you think that there is really such a thing as a world out there, if you think there is really such a thing as a world out there, then you will inevitably think of yourself as a person. Person means body, mind, entity. If you think there is a real world, if you think, oh, I'm sitting in a place, in a room, or in my home, or in my house, and over there are some people, and over here there are some other things, and I'm in a world, then you will invariably think of yourself as being a person. And when you do self-inquiry, you'll think, oh, I, this person, this body, mind, I'm doing self-inquiry in my place where I am, in my living room, or wherever you happen to be. This is all the illusion. This is called ignorance or duality, or it's the consequence of ignorance. We can say duality is ignorance, or we can say duality or multiplicity is the consequence of ignorance. It doesn't really matter. This is why Bhagavan Ramana says, for those who can consider this entire apparent world manifestation, the body, the mind, the world, the gross and subtle objects, for those who can consider all these phenomena to be unreal, illusory, liberation comes very quickly, very easily. Now, one way that can help you, if you're having difficulty considering everything to be an illusion, it's something you can play with, what I'm about to say. It's not a full teaching in itself. It's a halfway house that you can play with. And it's totally in line with Bhagavan's teachings. For example, his teachings on deep sleep. Bhagavan's teachings on deep sleep are that in deep sleep, it is not that you are not aware of the body mind world, or it is not that you are not only aware of the body mind world, it is that the body mind world do not exist in deep sleep. It is not that they exist, the body mind world exists, but you are not aware of them in deep sleep. It is that you are not aware of them in deep sleep and they do not exist in deep sleep. We can, and then Bhagavan says we should consider the waking state to be like the dream. We should consider the waking state to be like the dream state. In fact, it is a dream, Bhagavan tells us. There are not really three states, there are only two states. The deep sleep state, which is the self, and the dream and the waking state, which is ignorance or non-self, Maya, duality. And they're not really two states, there's only one state, the self. Duality not actually ever existing. But here is the teaching that you can play with. In the same way the body-mind world doesn't exist during deep sleep. It's not that you're just not aware of it. is that they don't actually exist. The same way, anything you are not seeing or perceiving right now doesn't exist. So if you just walked from your kitchen and now you're in your living room, you may think, oh, the kitchen still exists. I just can't see it anymore. If you walk into the living room, shut your door, living room door, now you're in the living room, you might think, oh, the kitchen's over there. I just can't see it. No, it doesn't exist. But only the only thing that exists is what that which you can perceive. It's like a dream or a simulation or a projection. Now, why did I say this is a halfway house? Well, in reality, not even this exists. This is what you're aware of now, but this is a halfway house to help you disentangle yourself from Maya. Everything you see is just a projection of your own vasanas, your own thoughts, your own intention, your own desire. Nothing exists outside this field of vision, this field of sense perception. Nothing else is there. What you perceive is the entire universe. Just like in a dream. Things are just appearances in consciousness. There's only one consciousness, and that is your consciousness. Now, as I said, this is something you can play with to see if it helps you. We should be mindful to always be ethical and good in our interactions as a body mind in the world. Responsible, ethical. We should do our duties. We should act in a wholesome way. As we've discussed many times, these teachings are not to be used as excuses for reckless, self-centered, unethical behavior. You'll start to realize, perhaps, if you play with this teaching, that this Maya is puny, it's pathetic. There's nothing of it. It has no power. And you are the majestic, all-powerful, ever-present self. This Maya, which you thought was so important, which you devote yourselves to, which you dedicate yourselves to, this Maya. You are worshipping Maya. There's nothing. It's just an image. It's just a projection on a screen, as Bhagavan tries to tell us. I'm just giving you the same teachings, just using slightly different words in case it helps to shift it, can make it more alive in your mind. There is nothing to this Maya. Stop imbuing it with reality. Stop imbuing it with your own self. Stop lending your own reality to the images that appear before you. My hope is this teaching will help you be free of Maya, of these phenomenal, apparent phenomenal risings. And then self-inquiry is not for a body-mind, but it's just a part of the dream. But it's just coming back to what you already are. Not a body-mind coming back, but just what you are being, what you are. Again, this is what Bhagavan Ramana says. For those who are able to see this entire body-mind world as an illusion, liberation is easy. See the first teaching verse of Guru Ramana Vachana Mala for an example of this teaching.